everyone, welcome back to RTSN. Happy International Scrapbook Day. We are still scrapbooking the weekend away. Yes, absolutely. So up for now, we're going to do another scrap paper page. And I think after the weekend, I think I may have about 12 pages done. And so maybe what I'll do is I'll keep showing the rest of them as the week goes on, because just because the weekend is over doesn't mean we stop scrapbooking. No, because I really celebrate this hobby during the month of May. It's just something I do. Okay, so, and also to stay tuned at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, something fun, something special with my scraps. Yes, so let's get cracking, and this is going to be another fast page because that's what this is all about. Okay, so I have a simple quick layout I want to do, and so what we're going to do is we're going to do a very fast grid using you know, you can use 6x6 papers or 5x5, 4x4, whatever you have in your scrap pile. Use them in the color, use them in the size they're in. Okay, and these ended up being a couple was 6x6 and a couple was 5.5 by 5.5. So I just left them, and I left the two at 5.5 by 5.5, and then the two that were 6x6 I just cut down. Okay, so that is how you do a fast grid. Yes, now you can do this so many different ways. Okay, so you can absolutely do 6x6 squares because a lot of us have that in our scrap pile, and then you just would wallpaper all four quadrants. Okay, or you could cut it down to 5x5 or 4x4, whatever you have your scraps in. Just get them all the same size if you want to. You could keep a couple bigger, a couple smaller, and then also too with that you could butt these up side by side and make a close grid like that. You know, color blocking, you could do that, or you could give some space in between. Okay, or what you can do if you are really want to break out, you could do some faux stitching in those grid gutter lines. Okay, or what you can do then also is you could take some washi and you could cover up your seams that way. I haven't really decided. I like that. I might do that. Okay, but you could run it two ways, but then my writing would go it would be up and down the wrong way. So I might just leave it like that. Okay. So then the other thing, when you're doing a grid, you can do it one of two ways. You can keep everything linear, or you can do the cattywampus, and I'm going to do a quick page. So I would say more than likely I'm going to do cattywampus because then I don't have to get my T-square out. Okay. So I could definitely do that. So I had said this in another video some time ago, is that Shamel had gave us a tip a long time ago, and she said if your papers are crooked, you know, tilted, I say cattywampus, then she said keep your photos straight. Or if you want to do your photos in a cattywampus manner, then keep your paper straight. So don't do it one or the other. And I think that was a really good tip. I never forgot that. And she said just helps your design. So I wanted to pass that on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick page about my little one's bedroom that was in transition a few years ago, because yours truly, I wanted to keep that baby wallpaper up as long as I could, but I finally had to give in. So we took a couple, I actually take photos of her bedroom all along her age to show stages and phases. And so this was right before we decided to tear down all the wallpaper and paint it in a more mature color and all that. So this is just a couple of the last photos of, you can still see that pastel baby wallpaper that I hung myself when I was pregnant. Yeah. So you know, my little one said, I think it's about time. And so of course she's like, oh yeah, we'll finally do this, and when I'm on my way to college. But it was all fun. We got to do it together, so that was fun. And so what I wanted to do is do a quick page. I'm going to do a grid. Grid is always fast, one of the go-to designs. And so my photos, I'm not sure. I might do them. I don't know if I'm going to do this in a cattywampus. I love the colors. This is a pink paisley paper. This is We Are Memory Keepers, and I think that's in my mind's eye. I like the cattywampus, and I might just leave that in the background. I don't know if it's straight, but I might do that and then keep my photos straight. I'm not sure how I'll do that. But then what I wanted to talk about in this quick video, I mean, 4 pieces of paper, get them all the same size, 6 by 6, 5.5 by 5.5, 5 by 5, and then just play with those 4 quadrants, however you want to do. The quick way is to put photos down here, title here, and some journaling, and then leave one of them blank. You're good to go. Okay, you can do your visual triangle, or you can just do a diagonal. And so what I'm going to show, and what I wanted to talk about, is that when you are in a scrap session, and I've been scrapbooking for 3 days in a row, you kind of get a little tired. The brain is getting tired. And so when you can't make a decision, your brain truly is tired. So you probably just need to take a break. But yeah, you want to keep on going, because you know what I mean when I say this. And when you give yourself a couple days to scrapbook, and you know you're not going to get a couple more days like that for a while, you want to make the most use of it. So you sometimes just have to force yourself to keep working through a page. And I say when that happens, it happens to all of us, rely on embellishments that's in a pack. You open them up and you go to town. And this is what I mean. Get a pack of enamel dots, get some die cuts, get some puffy stickers, get some chipboard, and just play with embellishment packs. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. Do not try to go and find things that are the perfect thing. Just get some embellishment packs, put them on your desk, and just play with what you have. Yes, and that's exactly what I did with this layout, because I've been scrapbooking for 3 days. I'm a little tired, but yet I am not going to give up, because I want to get some pages done. I really do. So that's what I'm going to do. And my title, I wanted it to say in transition, and yours truly does not feel like going to go get any alphas. No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rely on something out of those embellishment packs as my title, and then I'm going to just put that in my journaling about in transition. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is simply play with these 4 quadrants in whatever manner, and then also I have some embellishments picked out. And what I wanted to talk about with your embellishments, again, this is something I learned from Laura Whitaker. Do not be afraid to cut up and cover up when it comes to your embellishments. So here I have, and now those came from crepe paper. They are Valentine's, okay? And so, and this is Valentine's. Well, that's not going to work, but I am just too tired to go find anything else, so I make it work. So I will cover this up. This I Heart You, I will cover that up and use that pink tag as a base, and then I'm going to cover that I Heart You with a sticker that says I Remember. Or I'm going to cover, you see I'm tired, I'm going to cover this I Heart You with a sticker that says Remember. Okay, now when you start doing things like this and things are starting to look flat, don't forget you have something in your embellishment bag of tricks, and that's foam tape. And so that's how you can just take a plain sticker, a plain die cut, I have some here, and then even a tag, and then you can give it some dimension. That's very fun. Okay, so layer tags, layer ephemera, layer your die cuts. Okay, and then also too, don't be afraid to cut things up. Okay, and so this was a tassel heart. Not interested in that, and so I just cut off the bottom, have my own heart there, and then I used some of these Paige Evans, these chipboard pieces that was in that embellishment pack, and I am simply going to do a little sprinkling of this. And that is how my page is going to be. I'm not going, this word Remember, that is going to be my title, okay? And so then down here, I'm going to add a couple of other things. Again, I put foam tape on the back of a sticker, so this is my happy place, because my little one truly loves her room. And another Paige Evans chipboard piece, and a puffy, what were these by? A Freckled Fawn, a puffy camera. And my journaling is going to go here, and that is how quick my page is. Now, I will add one more thing, if I can find them. And I think it would be probably some photo corners, and I will do them probably in all 4 corners, and that is my quick page. Yes, and all I did was use scraps out of my scrap folder. quick, yes. And of course, when you're doing scrap pages, just make it easy on yourself. And if you're getting tired, just go to your embellishment packs, use what's on there, cover things up that don't pertain to your story, but that you just need the shape. That's all you need, okay? I just needed something. If I just took my sticker that said Remember, if I just put it there, there's nothing wrong with that, but it needs a little something, okay? So I could put it on top of this. Oh, that's looking better, okay? But then I also could use this tag as a tucking piece, and it doesn't matter that it's Valentine's Day related. and I'm just going to do that. You could even get some twine out. Maybe I'll do that. Get some twine out and put on top of that tag. That would be a fun little element, and I just stick that heart in there. Yeah, and then of course, you know, you always have little finishing touches. I have some enamel dots here, and I have these pearls that was just floating on my desk because they match that really good. And that is how quick it's going to be. My journaling is going to be there. Okay, so look at the end for my finished layout and some close-ups. Very, very fun. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this series of scrap paper pages, and honestly, I probably maybe will get one more day of scrapbooking in. That's my plan. You know, I just earmark a certain days during this month and have my own crop at home, okay? Because I don't live anywhere to go to a crop, okay? And so I want to say one thing for National Scrapbook Day weekend. If you get to go to a crop, keep going to those crops, ladies, because they're important. Some of us we just don't live in areas where we can go to crops. So I say if you have crops around you, take that time and do that for yourself. You deserve it. You deserve to go to those crops, have some time to yourself, and be with other like-minded people when it comes to this hobby. Yes. Okay, so there is one more thing I wanted to talk about for our International Scrapbook Day weekend here at RTS, and that is we have a very special member of the RTS family, and so I wanted to talk about her for a little bit. So I have a lovely subscriber named Mandy, and she tells me that her and her little one, her little 9-year-old little Marlena, watch these videos and they scrapbook together. And if I'm remembering correctly, Mandy, you can let me know, but didn't Marlena just turn 10 a couple days ago? So happy birthday, Marlena. Happy birthday. And it touches my heart that you and your mom will sit and watch these videos together, and then also too that you scrapbook and that you scrapbook with your mom. Absolutely makes me so excited. Now your mom tells me that you love to scrapbook with scraps. So I thought at the end of the series what I would do is that I am going to send you all of the scraps that I did not use this weekend. There is a nice little chunky chunk of them. So even though I scrapbooked for 3 or 4 days, I still didn't really put a dent in my scraps. So I would love to gift these to you. So have your mom send me an email. It will be listed below, and I will get these remaining lovely scraps to you so you can sit and scrapbook with them and have fun with your mom. Absolutely. And I have something else for you, Marlena. Okay, so just wait a minute. As I was doing some traveling, you were in my mind, and I thought how special that you and your mom scrapbook together. And Mandy, I just want to say you're doing it right, Mom. To have your little one scrapbook with you, I remember those days. Lovely, lovely time. So don't forget to keep snapping those photos. So Marlena, what I did is I found something that I thought you might like to scrapbook with. I found you some Good Vibes 6x6 paper pad, and also to the die cuts to go with it, and then also to a sticker and washi book by Chamel, the Glitter Girl collection. I think you would really like that. So I wanted to send these to you to say happy National Scrapbook Day, and keep scrapbooking and keep spending that time and crafting with your mom. You're creating special memories. Absolutely. You're recording the story, right? Absolutely. So I'm going to get a little choked up, but I want to send those scraps to you. So again, have your mom send me an email, and I want to send these goodies to you to share the love on National Scrapbook Day weekend. Absolutely. And I think there was one other thing I wanted to say. Yes. So Marlena, maybe you want to take the 6x6 paper pad and you want to do a page just like this about your bedroom, because I will tell you in a couple of years your bedroom won't look the same as it does now. No, little girls change their bedrooms every other month. Absolutely. So thank you, Mandy, for sharing that story with me, and it warms my heart to know that you and Marlena are sitting there and watching these videos together. So I want to get those scraps out to you. I want to get these goodies out to you so you can keep recording the story. Absolutely. So that's going to wrap up our National Scrapbook Day event here at RTS. I hope you all had some fun. I hope you did some fast pages, or it gave you some ideas to do some fast pages in the future, and also to get your name and your comment in for those giveaways. The details will be listed below. They're going to be open for a couple weeks. So that is all I have. Happy International Scrapbook Day. Enjoy this hobby. Enjoy your stories. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your life. Absolutely. So that's all I have for today. Come back to RTS because you never know what we're going to do. Bye.